Yo, welcome guys. Welcome guys. Yo, what's going on? Welcome. What's good, yo? Welcome to our first episode of Anime and Chill, where I'm going to talk about my top 3 favorite animes of all time. So originally this was meant to be a top 5, but because I started talking too much about the animes, the video got a bit long. I'm just going to cut it down to 3. Before we do get into it, I just want to show you our Reddit World first generation hoodies, where you can copy it from the links down below from our Instagram and Facebook, so make sure you check them out. For all the people that want to start watching anime and you don't know what to watch, I'm going to recommend you 3 short S-tier animes to get you started, so make sure you stick around till the end. Let's get it! So I'm going to start with my number 3, which is Dragon Ball Z. And I think Dragon Ball Z is probably one of the most well-known animes of all time. So if you don't know about Dragon Ball Z, then seriously, congratulations, you failed in life. Nah, but seriously though, if you don't know Dragon Ball Z, then you need to go check it out. The storyline's good, but the fights are definitely S tier. When I first watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid and I seen Goku do the Kamehameha wave, Spirit Bomb, Instant Translocation, and turn Super Saiyan for the first time, I was hooked straight away. I mean, that scene when he turned Super Saiyan for the first time, definitely one of the most iconic moments of any anime that I've seen. I mean, the emotion behind it got the whole world trying to go Super Saiyan. Definitely an S tier moment of any anime. Another S tier moment is when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 for the first time in Cell Saga, and they turned Super Saiyan 2 again just before the Majin Buu Saga. So Dragon Ball Z definitely does have some S tier arcs, but my favourite is Android/Cell Saga, especially when Future Trunks makes his entrance and fights Frieza and really dropped the shit out of him and his dad. Dragon Ball Z definitely does have some bad points, especially the fights. They take way too long. Like the Spirit Bomb takes about 5-6 episodes just to gather. Like, bro, there's no need for that. Also, Goku always takes too long to arrive to this fight. It takes about 6, 7, plus 10 episodes just for Goku to arrive at the fight. Like, bro, just hurry up. But overall, Dragon Ball Z definitely top 3. If you don't want to watch all the long fights, I recommend you watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, because it cuts out all the fillers and all the long fights and makes it kind of short. So number 2 is One Piece. Now, One Piece I started watching about 3-4 years ago, and the reason I didn't watch it earlier is because 600-700 episodes at that time, it just put me off and I couldn't be asked. But when I finally started watching it, definitely the best decision I made. It was totally worth it. So Luffy's power is definitely unique. I mean, when I first heard of him having a rubber power, I was trying to think, how's he going to defeat strong opponents? But of course this is anime, and they worked way around it by utilising it in very unique ways. So One Piece has definitely got one of the best continuous arcs ever without hardly any fillers. Starting from the Shabundi, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the second word. From the Shabundi arc, from when he fights all the marine admirals, when Kuma comes and separates all of the One Piece crew, Luffy goes to All Woman Island, learns that his brother's been captured by the marines, he goes to Impel Down to bust him out, he fights that prison ward, I can't remember his name, the poisonous guy. From there he breaks out and he goes to one of the best war arcs I've ever seen, is the Marine War. Literally, it's got everything: fighting, drama, emotions, Whitebeard, the Navy generals. Also, he's got a part of the Revolution Army with him as well. It's definitely something that if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. So I don't know how many episodes that there were just pure action, but I'm trying to think when there could be a filler, because I needed a break. There were just too much emotions, but I was actually happy that there wasn't any. So Luffy's definitely got a solid crew around him, especially Zoro. Zoro's like one of the best right hand man you can get in any anime. And personally, I think Luffy is one of the best MCs in any anime. Number 1 being that he hasn't changed from episode 1 till now. He also don't care what anyone says, he'll do whatever he wants. And also he just threatens anyone. Like when he threatened Big Mom and saying that Fisherman Island's his and he was coming after her. Like no one does that except for Luffy. Also another reason is when Luffy was in the Marine War on his own without any of his crew, that became one of the best arcs ever. So that is one of the other reasons why Luffy is one of the best MCs of any anime. There are some bad points to One Piece in terms of how long it takes for the arc to finish. I remember when I watched Doflamingo arc, obviously I binged it all because it was already out. But when I went back to the date, I can't remember exactly when it released, but it took 3 years to complete Doflamingo arc. Imagine waiting 3 years, 1 week at a time for an episode. I'll forget everything. That's why I binged it. But even if I binge it, I still forget a lot of things. So I can't imagine waiting 3 years just to finish that arc. And another thing is also the opening takes way too long. Like there's an opening song, and then they do a recap, 12-13 minutes left of the anime until it finishes. Overall, One Piece is definitely my number 2. If you haven't checked it out yet, please go check it out. Don't let the amount of episodes put you off, because it is one of the greatest animes you can watch. Alright, so my number 1 anime is Demon Slayer.
What
And
kind
the
of
reason
shit
why it's
is
Demon
that?
Slayer no, I'm playing, it's not Demon Slayer. So my number 1 anime is Naruto. So the reason why Naruto is my number 1 is because it's Naruto. Do I need any other explanation? So the reason why I picked Naruto over One Piece is because I've been watching Naruto since I was young. Like, I felt like I was on the journey with him to become Hokage. He's like the family I never had. And I'm sure he feels the same way. I'm sure. I mean, Naruto definitely taught me a few things in life. I know people are going to say, how does the anime teach you things about life? If you watch Naruto, you know. He taught me about friendship, trust, love, happiness, sadness, emotions, everything. No, but really and truly, it did teach me about chasing a dream and never giving up. That's why I'm right here. I know I'm a bit late, but I'm here. We made it. So I started watching Naruto first when I was probably like 12 or 13 years old, and it came on Cartoon Network. So when I started watching them fight, I was like, yo, okay. So I was watching it all the way until the tuning exam. That's when it decided to stop. So obviously at that time I was kind of young, I don't know what was going on. I was waiting for the next episode, so I rewatched it again on Cartoon Network, and again, same thing, it stopped on the tuning exam. So I'm trying to think, there must be more episodes. So then I went on my PC, we had the big old block monitor on the tower back then, pre-ancient. I typed in Naruto, and then YouTube came. So this is when YouTube was kind of new. It had everything. At that time there was no adverts, you had to pay for shit. You know, nowadays when you watch an anime on YouTube, there's like this small screen on the side with a big wallpaper. None of that. It was all full screen, and it had all the 200 web episodes there was of Naruto. Every day I watched about 13 to 15 episodes. I binged it all the way. So coming towards the end of the series, they left a cliffhanger. So I went on Google and typed in Naruto. Good news, there's a Naruto Shippuden. So while I was watching Naruto Shippuden, there's 3 episodes out. So I watched all 3, and I was trying to find episode 4. I was searching everywhere for episode 4. All it came up with was preview. So then what happened next, I was definitely not ready for. I learned that you have to wait 1 week at a time for an episode. 1 week. From going 15 episodes a day to going once a week. I was distraught. I was pretty new to anime, so I had no idea you had to wait 1 week at a time for an episode. So that hurt me. So luckily I found Bleach, but that's another story. Anyway, going back to Naruto now, the real reason why Naruto is number 1 is because the storyline's amazing. The arcs, the fights, the characters are lovable, and the development on it is just too good. I mean, from the tuning exam, for them trying to get Sasuke back, Pain, Akatsuki, and then the war. So then my favourite arc of Naruto is, I would want to say, is when they're trying to retrieve Sasuke back from the Sound Ninjas, but I have to go with Naruto versus Pain. I mean, the entrance that Naruto makes, brings his homies, epic. It was just hype. And another one is Madara's entrance in the war. He just takes out everyone. So with all the arcs, Naruto has a lot of sadness, has a lot of emotions, happiness. It's got everything, full jam packed with all the emotions. Alright, so a lot of the characters from Naruto are definitely S tier. From the good guys to the villains, you'd be attached to a lot of them. The character development individually and the relationship they have with each other is wicked. So most of the characters in Naruto have background stories, and they're mostly sad and dark. So we all know about Naruto's story, so I just want to focus on Itachi. So Itachi is definitely one of my favourite characters in Naruto. So all we knew about Itachi at the start was he's a villain and he killed off all his clan members and just kept his brother alive. But later on, when he fought Sasuke, we found out that he's an actual beast. He should have his face on the statue. That's how much he loved the village and his brother. So we all knew that Itachi was strong when he was young, and he got to join the Ambu Black Ops when he was about 12 or 13 years old. Obviously later on he was given a task to spy on his clan because they're planning a coup against the Hokage, and when it was confirmed, he was given a task to kill his clan members. But the only thing he couldn't do is kill Sasuke. As he killed his clan members and his mom and dad, Sasuke seen him and he made sure Sasuke hated him. So only the third Hokage and a few of the higher ups knew the truth, and that's when he had to leave the village and go rogue. That's when he met the Akatsuki, and he still kept tabs on the Akatsuki. Obviously it's kind of sad the way he died. Sasuke found out the truth. Itachi did have like an illness which couldn't be cured, and you know, it was a pretty emotional scene when he died, but he came back alive because you can't tame a beast. I'm saying that's why Itachi is definitely one of my favourite characters, because he played one of the major roles in that war, even though he's dead. You hear me? So one of the most emotional parts of Naruto was definitely Jiraiya Sensei's death. So Jiraiya was investigating Pain of the hidden village of the rain. Pain and Rain. So once he infiltrated the village, he got jumped by 4 Pains, and he later found out that they were his former students, Yahiko, Nagato, and Konan. But obviously Yahiko is dead. The fight between them was quite good. After Jiraiya will escape, but little did I know that they were just going to kill him off. So the part that got to me was when Naruto found out about Jiraiya's death. So obviously their relationship is more than just a student and sensei, they're like family. So later that night he went for a walk and he sat on the bench. holding that popsicle, the same one that Jiraiya split with him while he was training under him, and then the heavy rain started falling. I mean, the sky, and also down here. I mean, he had a brother shedding a few tears or so, but yeah, you couldn't help it. It was just so much emotion. Rest in peace, Jiraiya sensei. So there you have it. These are my top 3 animes of all time. If you haven't watched any of them, please go watch them, especially Naruto. Do not let the amount of episodes put you off, just like One Piece. Just start it and trust me, you will not regret it. So for the people that want to start watching anime but you don't know what to watch, I'm going to recommend you 3 animes that will definitely get you hooked on it. So number 1 is Attack on Titan. You can find season 1 on Netflix. Number 2 is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. You can find the full seasons of this on Netflix. And number 3 is Demonslayer. There's only 1 season out, but definitely worth watching. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, smash that like button, and comment down below your top 3 anime. Please make sure to subscribe and share with your friends. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.